Now on BBC Two, 10 by 10, the showcase for the work of new directors. Tonight introducing Gabe Solomon and a chilling portrait of the mind of a murderer.
No one wants to believe, ever, that I am just an ordinary man, come to an extraordinary and overwhelming end. In my life, at its most important junctions, there was no middle of the road. I think I am two stark, contrasting poles of man's character, both devil and angel, the darkness and the light.
Dennis Andrew Nilsen, charged with murder tonight in London. The search for a possible 13 bodies continues.
Police searching the garden of a house in northwest London have found what they think are human bones. Were they male or female?
Male.
Human remains were found in the drain of a second house he'd moved to in Muswell Hill. By then, he'd killed 15 times.
On lifting the man out, the smell was like an abattoir, like a slaughterhouse.
Dennis Nilsen's 15 victims make him the biggest mass killer in Britain this century.
So was he mad, or was he bad?
I suppose from a lay point of view, he was crazy, but from a purely clinical standpoint, he was not.
He was just normal. There was nothing abnormal about him that you could detect from just simply speaking to him.
Why did he start killing?
It's a nasty, nasty distortion of the act of affection. One day, he's told, "Do you want to see your grandfather?" "Yes, please." The boy's 6 years old. And he's shown into a room where there's a man lying in a box on the table. His last image of the only loved object of his life was as a corpse. And I believe he spent the rest of his life looking for it.
For the first time, I was face to face with death. It seemed to me that grandfather was immeasurably content, blandly satisfied. I always wanted to be like him in my earliest recollections. My sexual and emotional aspirations became entrenched in creating and enhancing the dead image. I became dead in my fantasies. In the mirror, I became dead. I stare in fascination at the shot body of me in the mirror. I step outside myself in detached imagination. I've been executed and left by the SS. An old hermit who lives in the woods drags my dead body back to his old shack. He begins to strip my limp body. He's speaking to me as if I was still alive. The image in the mirror becomes your only friend and true lover. I must be in love with my own dead body. I'm quite sober. It worries me.
Oh, Superman. Oh, John. Oh, Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad.
Loneliness is a long, unbearable pain. I would think if I drank myself to death, my body wouldn't be discovered for at least a week after. Or longer. There was no one I felt I could call upon for real help. I was left with an endless search through the soul-destroying pub scene and its resulting one-night stands. The trouble with the scene was that everything was transitory and everyone kept walking away.
Are you there? Are you coming home?
All these frustrations came down to someone sitting in my armchair or on my bed, and everything dear to me became nothing but boring trifles to them. Life itself seemed to mean nothing to them.
And I got a sing to give to you. Here comes
The only way for them to take me seriously was to apply that pressure.
So you better get ready, ready to go. You've been having too long.
Don't worry. Everything's fine. Sleep. Sleep. Nothing can touch you now. I was fascinated by the mystery of death. I whispered to him because I believed he was still really in there. I remember being thrilled that I had control and ownership of this beautiful body. I would hold him close often and think that he had never been so appreciated in his life before. I'd started down the avenue of death and possession of our new kind of flatmate. Oh, what are we going to do with you? After a week, I stuck him under the floor. In any domestic situation where I had constant contact with people or a person, these things could never have occurred. I had the power to say no to my trips, but I only thought of the sublime pleasure these feelings gave me. I made another world. Real men would enter it. They'd never really get hurt at all in the unreal laws of the dream. I caused dreams which caused death. This is my crime. I wished I could stop, but I couldn't. I had no other thrill or happiness. Bleep. Oh, hell. How long can this go on and on and on? I found it all hard to believe that I, Des Nilsen, had actually done all that. It seemed like some bad dream from which I'd soon awaken, or at best, forget forever. I should feel like some two-headed monster. All I see in the mirror is me. Just the same old, respectable, friendly, helpful, responsible me. do not feel mentally ill. I have no headaches, no pressures or voices. There is nothing in my thoughts or actions to suggest insanity. Oh, bleep. It was me. There was nobody else but me. What's going to become of us? Who's going to look after you when they come for me? Leave. Do you not know that I've lost the things that I love? That I have killed everything of love that I need? Do they really think that I enjoyed any of this? I'm always amazed that anyone can be attracted by the macabre. The population at large is neither ordinary or normal. I believe they can identify with these dark images and acts and loathe anything which reminds them of this dark side of themselves. It wouldn't do for me to escape just punishment. I am an irresponsible, selfish bastard who deserves everything that's coming to him. Society has a right to call me a cold, mad killer. No other category fits my results.
Police searching the garden of a house in northwest London.
Now have the names of 6 of the missing men who may be buried there.
Up to now, the search has centred on the back garden of a house where a number of human remains have been uncovered.
They began digging yesterday, believing there could be 13 bodies.
13 bodies.
13 murder victims.
Nilsen had told the police he'd burnt the remains in a series of bonfires.
How did he murder them? Was it just a case of strangulation, or was it garroting, or how did he go about it?
It was always strangulation.
The police then put on display some of the implements Nilsen used to murder the young men at his homes in North London. He's been jailed for life with a recommendation that he should serve a minimum of 25 years. Nilsen, who described himself as the murderer of the century,